more or less. This is the North Star Roller Derby Pride Bout. Sorry we had a couple of, when I say a couple I mean non-stop technical issues that we overcame simply by going mobile. So that's what we're doing. We're sitting here on my lovely little phone here. My name is Owen Money. I'm here to bring you all the action here from the St. Louis Park ROC. I don't remember what ROC stands for. I'm guessing Recreational Outdoor Center. We're here with the Pride Bout. It looks like our very first bout of the day is going to be between the North Star Roller Derby All-Stars, aka the Supernovas, and Minnesota Roller Derby. So, let's find some rosters. They were given to me, I promise. They got to be here someplace. I found them. Attempting to hold the Minnesota. Okay. For North Star Roller Derby, we have number 1300 Katarina Hitz, number 14 Judgment Bay, 1978 is Weird Val Shankovich, number 20 is Slim Sadie, number 205 is Alabama Slamma, 24 is Lumberjill. We also have 300 is Aerial Assault, 314 is Rude Barb, 42 is A Girl Has No Name, 44 is Jim Rat, 46 is Hit List, 58 is Saltine, 622 is Kilroy, number 7 is Guillotina, and number 8 is Kitten Boots, and number 833 is Bizkill, 906 is Sasbury, and that is our very first whistle. We have Katarina Hit taking a large run up to that jam line. Gets out for the first lead jammer. I'll get you the name of that Minnesota jammer here in just a second. Sorry for not following the action there for a brief bit. Rosters, my kingdom for a roster. Anywho. All right, there was a attempted star pass. Looks like Minnesota jammer actually held on to it. Katarina Hit is going to call off that jam. Okay. Oops. Okay, sorry for all the jostling here. All right. So we've got Jim Rat jamming for North Star, trying to fight her way through the wall up there in the front. Jukes back to the inside, some fancy footwork. And that's the second lead jammer in a row. We've got Brickhouse is trying to get around Salty Mud there for North Star and takes a hit. Our first penalty of the game, it appears to be a multi-blocker penalty, or getting called up. Sorry, I'm a little rusty on the calls here. Okay, well, I seem to have misplaced my roster for Minnesota Roller Girls. I'll try to find those for you as soon as I possibly can. Slim Sadie, and that is number 187 is skating for Minnesota Roller Derby and trying to make her way through. Kilroy almost knocked her out of bounds, but able to hang on there for just another second and was able to pick up their first lead jammer of the day. Pop Roxy has joined me here on the stream. Woo! So come hell or high water, we will get this derby action out to the masses. Nope, we're still on the still on YouTube, thank goodness. Just need to find Those rosters, Minnesota Roller Derby. Okay, I think we got, this is for the Kaleidoscopes. Number 10 is Delia Diamond. Number 112, Whoopsie Daisy. Number 181 is Kitty Skittles, who is going to be jamming for Minnesota at this particular time. That'll be Sasbury, number 906 for NSRD. Kitty Skittles making her way towards the front of the pack. We've got another penalty. It looks like a low block is being called, but nobody's going to the box yet. Nope, there goes, there goes Lumberjill. Looks like 833. That's Bizkill, excuse me. All right, they're filing into the penalty box now. It's a pretty slick track we've got out here, and that's another low block penalty for the North Stars, and they are all in the box. Pretty sure we have a yeah, the Angry Inch penalty box is filled up all the way. It looks like Sasbury was able to get out for 4 more points. Kitty Skittles is also out and has scored all 4 points because everybody was in the penalty box. We've got another call being another, it's like a multiplayer block being called against Salty Maud. She'll be headed to the penalty box. Okay, back to our, okay, so the Kaleidoscopes, where did I leave off? I left off on 187, Lexi Cuter. Number 1999 is Paisley Park. 2D20 is Morgan LaVey. Number 33 is Little Rascal. 419 is Scam Likely. 585 Daft Spunk. 69 is Amanda Lorian. See, right now we've got Katarina Hitt jamming for North Star, and number 33, Little Rascal, jamming for the Kaleidoscopes, and out she gets. We've got another Kaleidoscope heading to the penalty box. Katarina Hitt got called for not lead jammer, but she's still hustling her way to the back, forcing a call-off by Little Rascal. How many points was that? They will chat about it. The officials out there making sure they get all the calls right. We appreciate their accuracy. Let's find out whether they were able to put any on the board. Looks like they got all 4 points there as well. If you can't quite make out the scoreboard, I can be your eyes for that one. We've got North Star 13 points, and the Kaleidoscopes from Minnesota Roller Derby have 15. So Jim Rat once again trying to, La Brick House is out with some fancy footwork on the outside of the track, picks up lead jammer status, and there goes Jim Rat on the inside. Equally fancy footwork. It's a pretty slick track. This is meant for hockey, for ice skating, so this usually has a big old sheet of ice out there during the winter months. So that'll be a 0-0 jam, but yeah, that's about as slick as concrete possibly can be. Okay, the rest of the Kaleidoscopes. We've got 715 Lady Boomtown, 78 is Sriracha, 93 is Lady Novocaine, number 8 is La Brick House, who just got that lead jammer status on the last bit. Or the last jam, excuse me, it's been a while. I'm a little rusty, folks. My apologies. So Slim Sadie will be jamming for North Star, and we've got Lexi Cuter wearing the star for the Kaleidoscopes. Paisley Park providing some offense. Oh, excuse me, that's 585. Daft Spunk providing some offense for Lexi Cuter. We have a star pass. This will be the first successful one of the day. Kilroy is going to assume the jam responsibilities. That's a pretty wide gap. Oop, got shut down by Salty Maud there, avoiding an easy pass. We got some sponsors that I will read off here in a little bit. Right now we've got Indeed Brewing is sponsoring our Power Jam. The entire bout is being sponsored by Dan Schneider with Vibe Realty. Thank you, Dan Schneider, and everybody out there at the Realty office. Sasbury and Kitty Skittles are going to be facing off once again. Kaleidoscopes are starting short. They've got one in the box. All right, Sass is going to start punching her way through. Not actually, of course, but we have another multiplayer block. And that'll be Scam Likely heading to the penalty box, and that's some more free points for Sasbury. Sasbury ducks her way on the outside, picks up 4 easy points. And Kitty Skittles is attempting to navigate their way through. Navigate her way through, and there goes Sass with another easy pass. I would anticipate perhaps a timeout being called by the bench coach of Gertrude Stein. Longtime skater. Assuming the managerial duties, everybody loves those. Oh, nice way to stick it on the outside there. Picks up 4 more points. This will be the largest jam of the bout so far. So far, Sasbury has 12 points, looking for 4 more. White 7, we have another multiplayer block happening. Sasbury gets another 4 points. Bring their total up to 16 for this one jam alone. That's really helping them out. This is a lead change. They were down by, I'll let everybody else do the math. But right now, the only math that Sasbury is concerned with is adding. How many multiples of 4 do they have? Kitty Skittles has taken the star off, but there's Daft Spunk accepting the remainder of the jam. They were only about 14 seconds left, and it looks like a back block penalty has been called on Sasbury. So that'll mean that Kaleidoscopes are going to be starting on a power jam. Sass earned all 20 of those points. That was pretty incredible. That's as many points as the Kaleidoscopes have scored all bout so far. Unfortunately, Sasbury will start in the penalty box, meaning she might just have to go right back out there and jam all over again. Which people who know, nobody wants to jam twice in a row, especially after jamming the entirety or the full 2 minutes there. So this will be number 33 for the Kaleidoscopes, Lil Rascal jamming on a power jam. That'll be Indeed Brewing power jam, getting out for lead jammer. Sass is now standing in the box, meaning she's only got 10 seconds left. And the Kaleidoscopes appear to have a girl has no name stuck in the back there. Looks like a girl has no name, perhaps trying to bait a stop block penalty, but not getting the call. Just kind of stretching that pack out. Sasbury's getting run all the way back. Little Rascals trapped behind Kilroy and Salty Maud. They are longtime veterans and have been skating together for quite a while. Sass as outs for not lead jammer, so hopefully going to approach the back of the pack pretty soon. Little Rascals being told to call it. So she does. It's very polite. Very polite of her. So that's 4 more points for the Kaleidoscopes. For those of you keeping track at home, we've got 33 for the North Star and 24 for Minnesota. Thanks for joining us here at the Pride Bout at St. Louis Park ROC. Katarina Hitt once again wearing the star, and Lee Brickhouse for Kaleidoscopes. Pretty strong triangle, some pretty good offense there being played by Oopsie Daisy, knocking Bama Slamma out and recycling her all the way to the back, buying some time for Lee Brickhouse to scoot by and get that lead jammer status. More points for the Kaleidoscopes, but Katarina Hitt is only about half a lap behind, and that'll be a grand slam, little apex hop coming out there from Lee Brickhouse. 4 more points, just kind of chipping away. It's that big old jam from Sasbury is really doing a lot of lifting here for the North Stars. So it's 33 for North Star, 28 for Minnesota. Number 187, Lexi Cuter, is under the star for the Kaleidoscopes. Jim Rat is taking a nice big wind-up, trying to do her signature little scoot by on the outside after the initial collision. Lexi Cuter is getting hit to the outside and recycled back a little bit, not quite far enough, able to scoot by Kitten Boots, and Kilroy, who now accepts the star, knows what her job is, goes and does it. Love to see that, and Jim Rat will be going back to blocker status. Lexi Cuter able to cute her way through the middle. Lexi Cuter execute. I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere. I'm sure everybody's doing a much better job at finding it than I am. Little Rascal once again wearing the star for Minnesota. Slim Sadie for NSRD. Only 3 points separate us right now. We've got North Star clinging to a 3-point lead. Minnesota having a more consistent bout as far as being able to put points on the board. There goes Slim Sadie, identifying just enough outdoor space there. Star pass is completed, and that'll be number 419 for Minnesota. Scam Likely able to pop out for not lead jammer status. Slim Sadie is probably going to have to call that one off. Track cut penalty, trying to get on the back, so that'll be a power jam, unexpected power jam for Scam Likely. Usually when you're popping that star on as the pivot, you're just like, oh, I'll just, skate to the back of the pack and make them call it off. But they can't call it off if they're in the penalty box. Fun Derby 101 for you. You cannot affect the jam while you're in the penalty box. Almost getting a stop block, perhaps. Here comes the offense. Judgment Gay in the back there, trying to communicate that the pack is coming back up, so they're able to scoot up and stay in front. It's not about how fast you go, it's about who you pass. Slim Sadie's out of the box and is able to power their way through. Maybe a little bit of communication there on behalf of Minnesota. A lot going on out there. There's a lot to keep track of. Okay, they got the line, they've got the shape formed up there, and Slim Sadie is able to perhaps pick up a few points, but not before getting knocked out of bounds by the Minnesota line. Ooh. Just able to scoot by on the outside. Slim Sadie once again getting knocked around out of bounds. They have to come back in behind anybody that you were not already in front of. So nobody can call off the jam, and it's going to go for another 5 seconds. Both jammers getting some encouraging words from their bench staff. 5 more seconds, you can do it. Longest 5 seconds, and here comes a timeout from North Star Roller Derby. So we can take a brief moment here, talk about our sponsors. The BOUT sponsor here for the very tip-top level will be the Dan Schneider with Vibe Realty, Twin Cities agent who works with his husband to provide the highest level of professional service to buyers, sellers, and they offer free staging to sellers. They work across the metro and are looking for new clients. So if you're looking to sell your home, perhaps look them up. Named by Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine as a super real estate agent in 2023 in the top 5% of metro agents by individual sales, and they are feeling very prideful. Shout out to Rahul for saving my umbrella from flying into the arena. Thanks, man. Hi, Demise. Thanks for joining us. Hey there, Samantha. Yeah, Sass is doing a lot of work out there, that's for sure. All right, got a rolling whistle, which means we've got 5 seconds until our next jam begins. Oh, wait, no. Here comes the not your whistle. And here's the 5 seconds. LeBrickhouse once again skating for Minnesota. Been having some pretty good success. LeBrickhouse has getting some points up on the board there. Big scrum in the middle, lots of chaos. And out of the chaos, Sasbury once again picking up lead jammer status, a victim of her own success. Hey, Rewa. Rewa kind of saved the day here as far as getting us onto YouTube. There's been a lot of back and forth. Ooh, a star pass happens. It's number 556. That is Sweaty Malls. Sasbury doing the Derby Angel call it off dance. Yeah, Rewa's the MVP today. She got me manager the responsibilities for the YouTube so I can actually get to YouTube. You know, it's one of those things that you should absolutely leave until the last second to be like, hey, wait a minute, I think I need this thing. And your friends help you out. It's really cool. So Lexicutor is going to be jamming for Minnesota. Little score update where we've got 11 points between the teams, 45 for Minnesota, or 45 for North Star and 34 for Minnesota. Many downed skaters happening there at the back of the pack. Lexicutor nearly found some daylight on the outside there. We got the door shut by Kitten Boots. Lexicutor is going to be able to fight. We're fighting, yeah, that would be hit list. And now we've got some jammer on jammer action. Oh! Katarina Hit able to win that little jammer on jammer battle. Always love your one-on-ones. Love to see those. Too much fun. Okay. Jim Rat's back under the star for North Star, as well as Lil Rascal in the orange shorts. Oh, wow, a little bait and switch maybe did not work out there for number 69, Mandalorian. And Jim Rat able to withstand that shoulder hit and get through for lead jammer status. No, pack is being called. Judgment Gay trying to do her best. And there we have that'll be Lumberjill going to the box, which means Lil Rascal's able to make her way out, and Jim Rat will call it off. Kitty Skills trying out that star again, along with Slim Sadie. Pretty strong defensive game being played by both teams here. Just a couple of large jams, but, you know, few and far between. Slim Sadie gets knocked to the outside. Biz Kill got knocked to the outside as well. Oh, that'll be a whoopsie daisy. Giving Slim Sadie a whoopsie daisy. Not able to get that pass out. Oop. Kitty Skittles is out for a lead jammer status, but Martini Hitless has something to say about it. Slow her down just for a little bit there, able to get out and complete that initial pass. Yep. Let's see, Slim Sadie has the star in her hand. They're trying to get that star pass out, but being prevented pretty well there by, that's number 715, Lady Boomtown, keeping that star pass from happening. Star pass actually does occur as I glance down to find the little roster reminder here. Jam is called off. No points were scored by either team, and I think somebody's supposed to be going to the box. That will be the aforementioned Lady Boomtown. (49-34), North Star out on top of the Kaleidoscopes from Minnesota. Minnesota starting one blocker down. Oops, that'll be Sasbury tripping over a limb of some kind. We're going to get a low block penalty. Getting called on somebody in that shape there, and that'll be number 585, Daft Spunk. Lexi Cuter's able to get out to get lead jammer status, and Sasbury sees some daylight on the inside and has to race number 18, or 78, excuse me, that's Sriracha. Looks like that tumble at the beginning of the jam may have taken a little bit out of Sasbury there. Ooh, never mind. Commentator's curse, ladies and gentlemen and friends. Got nothing taken out. Here comes Lexi Cuter back around trying to score some points. Salty Maud and Kilroy trying to make life difficult. I've jammed against both of those people, and I don't like jamming against either of those people. Forearm penalty being called there at the very end of the jam. Let me see if I can set up some kind of tripod so we don't have to deal with my jittery hands. I don't think that's gonna work. Okie dokie, we have a timeout being called by, drum roll please, the officials. All right, I'm going to apply some sunscreen to the back of my calves because it's very hot out today. That's not so bad. Got 5 seconds for will be the 18th jam. We've got La Brick House against Katarina Hit. La Brick House for the Kaleidoscopes, as you probably already know. Scam Likely headed to the penalty box for Minnesota. That means Katarina Hit's going to grab that lead jammer status. Only one blocker out there for Minnesota. La Brick House making sure that Katarina gets no easy points. Another grant. There we go. We got a direction of play penalty being called on Aria, aka A Girl Has No Name. Pretty split apart for the skaters here, but it's going to make it real easy on Katarina Hit. La Brick House has noticed that the pivot is once again back on the track, and a star pass will occur in short order. Little dream shake there from Katarina Hit, picks up 4 more points. Here's another double-digit jam for North Star. 0 points being put up there by Kaleidoscope. Katarina called it off just in time. Little score update for you, 68 for North Star, 42 for Minnesota. Jim Rat once again for North Star. We've got a no pack being called, perhaps a auto play. Nope, that'll be Jack headed to the penalty box. I did not catch what that penalty was. Couldn't have been good. Okay, power jam is happening right now for a Little Rascal. Able to get by that backmost blocker. That'll be Bizkill. Got a pretty good bridge going on there from Kilroy. They're about to get called for a blocking out of play penalty. Let's find out what happens. Yep, that'll be Aria once again going to the box for a blocking out of play. And Approaching the back of the pack and getting into the middle of it is Lil Rascal. Jim Rant's going to go ahead and get out, little fake out with the... Sometimes you can fake out the blockers by taking that star off your head, so they turn around and they're like, oh God, where's the pivot? We need to get in the way, and then that's enough to break the concentration and just kind of, take advantage of the chaos. If you'll notice, there's a lot of chaos out there. If mine eyes do not deceive me, we have our very first official challenge from either of the teams. This will be Gertrude Stein asking for some, perhaps, clarification on just why in the world one of her skaters is in the penalty box. You know what timeouts mean? Ad reads. Yeah. We have some generous sponsors. Yes, we do. All right. If you, like me, were wondering where all the kiddos and juniors are going to be going for their roller derby needs, say hello to Ursa Minor Junior Roller Derby. If you or your loved one is under 18 and itching to try out this amazing sport, swing by the table and join the cosmic excitement. Get ready to glide, spin, and make amazing memories. That's Ursa Minor Roller Derby. Ursula is the giant inflatable bear that you see walking around the arena. Lovely mascot. We have also the North Star mascot. That's Gnarly Narwhal doing a little shuffle there. Making sure that we all know that, yes, it is in fact an official review. I believe those are the parachute pants of one Mo Rodder. Assuming the gnarly duties today. Hey, that looked like it was a successful official challenge. What was once in the box is no longer in the box. That'll be number 220. Yeah, 2D20, that's Morgan LeVay. Had their sentence commuted to innocent, apparently. Okay, we got the official count is being tracked. Everybody's having a nice little chat, and instead of starting down one blocker, everybody's going to be full. Well, no, excuse me, that's Aria still in the box for North Star. So NSRD is going to start one down to start jam number 20. 4 minutes left in the period. 18-point lead for North Star. The Not Your Whistle whistle has been blown. 5 seconds called. And it's Kitty Skittles versus Slim Sadie. Whoopsie Daisy applying some offense. And we've got our first penalty of the jam, just 5 seconds in or so. That'll be a multiplayer block. Whoopsie Daisy getting psyched out there by Slim Sadie, and despite being behind by about 40 feet, Slim Sadie's able to get that lead jammer status. Slim Sadie getting the hit it and quit it by the third base coach there. Hit it she does, and quit it she will. Oh, shit. This vantage point, look, it should have been... Okay, so we got 3 points there for Slim Sadie. Certainly better than nothing, which is what Minnesota got. Ooh, the pack is starting out with the pivot line. Maybe trying some of those pivot line shenanigans. Yep. The shenanigans are off. NSRD once again starting a little bit low. Let's see a little bit, of course, just one. Ooh, Bam Slam, we got spun around there by Alexecutor. Here comes Katarina Hit. Gets that not lead jammer status, hopefully cutting the scoring run short. And sure enough, Alexecutor calls it off as soon as they get those 4 sweet points from NSRD. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here for the first period of the Supernovas versus the Kaleidoscopes. Jim Rat once again trying to jam here for NSRD, as well as Lil Rascal. Oh, Jack takes advantage of some chaos on the inside and scoots on by for a very quick, lightning fast, blink and you'll miss it lead jammer. Kitten Booster providing some offense to the inside. Jack decides, yeah, I'm just going to go to the outside anyway. And around they go. Scam likely picked up the star pass and was the jammer of note at the end there. We're definitely going to have enough time for at least one more jam for this period. $75-54. The Kaleidoscopes trying to battle back, maybe enter the second half with some momentum here. Whistle is blown for jam number 23. La Brick House is in the back. We've got a direction of play penalty being called on. A girl has no name. I believe that is her fourth penalty. Could be wrong. Strong defense being played by both teams here. La Brick House trying to make her way around. Yep, that'll be Biz Kill and Kilroy. Kilroy knocking her to the inside and having to recycle all the way back. Sadie getting some encouraging words from her bench. However, right, here comes a girl who has no name, perhaps going to be providing some timely offense or defense. Maybe trying to pick up a back block penalty there, trying to draw one at least. Slim Sadie's going to get some offense from Biz Kill, or at least attempted to. We have another direction of play penalty being called on Salty Maud, who will make her way to the box. Here we've got Kilroy in the back, trying to draw Lee Brick all the way back to the jammer line. The longest 40 feet here or anywhere on the planet is this first straightaway. Friends, you can see Slim Sadie getting lined up all the way back there. But that's 585. I keep forgetting people's names. That's Daft Spunk. Still fighting through and getting all the way out to the outside line there again. And that'll be the natural end of that half. Kind of goes out with some very strong defensive efforts from both teams to bring us to our first intermission. I'm not going to risk zooming in on that because my hands are not that steady. So we've got the final score for the first half, 75 for North Star and 54 for the Minnesota Kaleidoscopes. So yeah, thanks for joining us, friends. Great to have you all here. A lovely sunny Sunday. We'll be back in 14 minutes. 5. So, yeah, it's pretty disheartening, but what are you going to do? It's one of those things where I should absolutely have tried this out maybe a little bit ahead of the day of, you know. But everything worked the last time I used it, so I put it away, and I guess.
Yeah, assume it would still work.
Yeah, right. Oh well. Here we are.
Are you just streaming from your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything broke.
Do you have a charger?
I'll need one eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. So at least the extension cord won't have been in vain.
What kind of
iPhone? Yeah, USB. I might be able to use. Shit, what was that? Oh. Nope, I'm just dropping stuff. No one told you about the splash zone here at the back of the arena. Someone will absolutely drop. No, I got it. Nothing fell. Yeah. It was this cable, which luckily is very long and did not completely fall into the large crack.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna see if this laptop charger is gonna work.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate it though, man. I am struggling with plugging something into something else.
Lightning or USB?
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I'm plugging it in the wrong way. I'm being very smart. What's my battery at? 78%. We're good. We're A-okay. What's that? Yeah. It's a pretty new phone, so.
Oh yeah. That's a nice arena. They got fountains all over those places.
COVID.
You only did half?
The first half, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was listening the whole time. You're really good.
Oh, thanks.
Very jealous. I've always did want to get into radio, never did though.
Oh yeah, I just I fell into this somehow. I watch sports, so I listen to a lot of them too. So I'm able to kind of like figure out what the heck's going on and all that kind of stuff.
Cool,
So
man.
yeah, appreciate it. I heard y'all wrapping up like earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the next size up from this, the mixing board for all
sweet.
my drum sets and stuff like that.
Oh, ready to play
yeah,
drums?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guitar, drums, and bass.
Sweet. Yeah, I had my first gig with a new country band last night on drums. Sweet. That was really cool.
Awesome.
I liked doing that a lot.
Where'd you play?
We played the 3-3-1.
Oh, yeah.
So that means I didn't get home until 2.
Yeah.
Means I started the day like pretty
And then here,
happy? Yeah.
here
now
by
I'm here.
10:30,
Yeah.
set up.
Oh yeah, we were up way before that too, because we had all this stuff to try to figure out, which obviously didn't work. So I'm just streaming from the phone. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You made it work, though.
it worked.
Did it?
Hell or high water.
Wow. It's so buttery.
This is your official 3-minute and 40-second warning. So in case you have your volume turned up and you're in another room, 3 minutes, 30 seconds until the next half of the Supernovas versus the Kaleidoscopes.
Phone charge. Totally works. Can't see everything, but you know, it's gonna be really damn hot next week.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, a nice heat dome settling in. And I hear with as unpleasant as it's going to be across the country next week, and as unpleasant as it's going to be here, we are actually getting spared the worst of it here in Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Interesting.
Yeah, so keep that in perspective when it's 96 degrees and awful.
Right.
And like, wow, in Iowa it's like 105 right now. And they deserve it.
They deserve it. Iowa. I mean, come on. I'm glad we picked Friday for Bakers, because it'll be on the
downslope.
downslope. That'd be.
Japanese beetle.
Yeah, man. Making it work. No, that's what I get for spending like all this money on all this camera equipment and like trying to get all the admin responsibilities for the YouTube channel.
All you need is an iPhone.
I guess all you need is an iPhone. I guess. Wild stuff.
Ain't that just the way?
I know. That's crazy. Well, we got to get you over to Animales at some point.
Oh my God, you keep teasing me.
I keep telling you about it, yes. There's a very good reason why I keep telling you.
I know, and it's a reason I want to. All right, so.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, that was great. This is still that tripod from Carl.
That's
has
why,
like this.
that's why it doesn't work.
Oh yeah. Like this is like really wobbly on top, and like there's supposed to be a screw in it, but
Yeah, there's not.
well, there is. It's just like a sheet metal screw.
That should be like a set screw. That's.
Exactly. Oh well.
Oh well. Well, so not.
What are you gonna do?
So after the day after we have wonderful workshop, Jesse and I are in the car the next day. So say we're going to that. nights? Or?
They have barbecue Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they have burgers Tuesday and Wednesday.
So a couple of years ago, we were doing Fay Day, and we ended up at that Eagle Seed House. And I remember you guys got burgers from their burger truck there. They looked amazing.
They were fantastic. Luckily, they are the same burger.
Okay, good. I'm always down for a top-notch burger.
Oh yeah, dude.
But I do want their barbecue.
The barbecue is just we've been to Pappy's multiple times. I don't miss Pappy's anymore.
I have driven straight from Minneapolis to Pappy's, and that was the first stop.
The very first thing that any of us did.
Yeah, we are going directly to the Pappy's Smokehouse.
The next time we get out of the car, we're eating barbecue.
This is not up for debate. This is not a discussion. Just telling you guys where we're going.
I'm just letting y'all know.
Make sure you get there before they run out of ribs.
Yes. Because that does happen. It's just so good.
It means they're doing right.
Drum roll, please. It is the second half of our first bout of the day at the St. Louis Park ROC. It's a lovely facility, as you can see. Nice domed covered structure. I, of course, have chosen the sensible option of standing out in the hot sun so I can get a better perspective for all of you. Anyways, you don't want to hear about my sunburns. You want to hear about Katarina Hitt jamming for the North Star Roller Derby, and that'll be Lexicutor once again wearing the star for Minnesota. Salty Maud tries a bump out, doesn't work. Lumberjill has her back, and Lexicutor gets out anyway. Minnesota starting the second half out probably the way that they wanted to, with the lead jammer status and a couple of quick points. Lexicutor able to apply some speed and power. Makes her way to the front of the pack and picks up 4 points. So Minnesota just needs another half an hour of exactly what just happened. And it'll come out just great. All right, here comes jam number 2 of half number 2. We've got Jim Rat going up against La Brickhouse. Jim Rat scampering to the outside, sniffs out an opening, and away she goes. Lead jammer status. La Brickhouse takes that cap off. Gets knocked to the outside, though, and recycled all the way back by Kitten Boots. Ooh, Jack with a wind-up. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't hit people in the back and knock them over, but the front of a person is a completely legal target zone. So if you're facing the other way, you know what you signed up for. A little apex hop brought to you by none other than Jim Rat. It's another 4 points for NSRD. Bringing their point total up to 83 to 58 in favor of the North Stars. Okay. Angry Inch penalty box is, as of this moment, empty of skaters. Now that I've said that, of course, we'll get a penalty right away, I bet. Anywho, we've got Slim Sadie for the North Stars and Lil Rascal skating for the Kaleidoscopes. Pack is in the front. We got a bridge coming out there from Kilroy to keep that pack intact. Slim Sadie trying the back and forth, little typewriter action. Trying to get around Mandalorian. Number 10 is Diamond. Delilah Diamond. All the way to the back. Lee Brick is almost out of the front of the pack. This is about as not quite as spread out as a pack could possibly be, but that'll be lead jammer status finally being earned, very much earned there by Lil Rascal. Slim Sadie still has the hat on in the back of the pack. That is a very strong shape there being made by, that'll be a multiplayer block penalty being assessed to Delilah Diamond, excuse me. And once again, the Angry Inch penalty box will have an occupant. Little Rascal being given the, keep jamming until our person is out of the box. Because that's, sound strategy. Able to take advantage of a little bit of a gap there. And blammo, 4 points for Little Rascal. More really easy ones. Star pass has been completed. That'll be Kilroy wearing the star for North Star. Little Rascal kind of fakes out the call off and eventually does call it off. Maybe sometimes catch him sleeping. If you go to tap your hips and you don't, maybe the blockers will just stop. Maybe they'll call it quits. It's rough out there. More score updates. 83 for North Star, 67. Minnesota Kaleidoscope. Sassberry jamming for North Star. Kitty Skittles for Minnesota. Sass doing some pushing and some shoving, some pushing, and makes her way out of the front with her wits and strength. Whoopsie Daisy's going to collect that star and get promptly shut down by a swarming bunch of supernovas. But Whoopsie keeps her feet moving and makes it on through. I'm hearing the bench yell to call it, but Sass is like, nah, I got 4 more points in me. I'll pick those up and then I'll call it. I'll be right with you. Lexi Cuter once again wearing the star for Minnesota. Katarina hit for North Star. Got a fun little strategy there. We've got one of the Minnesota skaters, that's Mando, starting in the middle of the shape that North Star was building, so as to perhaps disrupt the shape. It seems to have paid off because Lexi Cuter gets out and gets lead jammer status just a few seconds into the jam. Katarina hit, however, not too far behind. Executor runs into, very cute pirouette going on there. Almost able to stay in bounds, but stays in bounds just long enough to pick up. I can't see the number of fingers. It'll be 2 points. Spin for 2 points. What a deal. All right, looks like we've got... Yeah, once we have some... gamespersonship happening between the two lines there. A little bit of who's going to blink first. Trying to get those. Oh boy, some very, very twinkly toes there on that gym rat. Picks up lead jammer status within the first straightaway. However, we've got Whoopsie Daisy has collected the star from Lee Brickhouse, and Hit List giving her everything she's got. Ooh, a little more dream shakes. Little gym rat sniffing out the 4 points. And NSRD is very close to that century mark. That was jam number 6 of period 2. 73 for the Kaleidoscopes, 96 for North Star. The teams have been favoring that jam line start, trying to be as far back towards the jammers that they can get. Speaking of jammers, we got Little Rascal for Minnesota, Slim Sadie for North Star. Sadie getting run all the way back to that jam line. Little Rascal trying to fight a way through a green wall in the front there. Lumberjill, Slim Sadie, and Judgment Gay. Slim Sadie trying to dance her way back and forth, trying to discombobulate the shape, trying to get them to make a mistake. Minnesota being very disciplined in their rotations. Strong defense here today. Oh, a little head fake there by a little rascal, kind of discombobulates the green wall for a split second. And it's enough. We finally have a lead jammer halfway through the jam. Oh man, that's got to be a direction of play penalty on pretty much every single one of those Minnesota blockers. Ooh, Judgment Gate takes a trip and a stumble onto the knee pads. That's why you get the good ones, folks. Don't skimp on knee pads. Ooh, a stretch and a star pass to Kilroy. Able to just get out. 30 seconds left on this jam. Little Rascal says, nah, let's do no seconds left. None seconds, please. I'd like to sit down. All right, we've seen this movie before. We've got Sasbury skating against Kitty Skittles. Looked like some play signs there from Kitty Skittles, maybe letting them know that they are down one blocker. Sasbury running square into the back of Whoopsie Daisy. Then we've got, Kitty Skittles getting run all the way back by, that'll be aerial assault. And Kitten Boots. Sasbury makes her way out. And the star pass has occurred, and who else but Hitless trying to hunt down that jammer. Here comes Sasbury trying to put some points on the board. That'll be at least 1, 2, 3. Sass is being yelled at to call it by pretty much everybody on the bench. Unfortunately, doesn't hear anybody, and that'll be 4 points allowed by Sasbury. Sasbury decides to pick up an additional 4 to at least make it a wash. So, no harm, no foul. Just tucker him out, Mandalorian and Daft Spunk are your 2 blockers up there. Perhaps going to be playing looks like a defensive-offensive split for Minnesota. Got the 2 defending blockers in the back, taking advantage also of that wall of green because, you can't skate through everybody. Oh, Lexicutor just not able to make it around Lumberjill, but able to scoot back into the middle to get that lead jammer status. Lexicutor was so close on that last move. No harm, no foul. She's out, and she's out again. Picking up some points. Will it be all 4? It'll be 2, 3. 2 points, I heard. Yeah.
That's okay.
Ooh.
Please.
North Star is 1 point away from that century mark. Kaleidoscope sitting at 84.
Order the tacos.
Oh, look at him. You're the best. All right, we have that pack starting up at that pivot line. Jim Rat is going to draw something. It'll be a multiplayer block penalty on number 78, and that'll allow Jim Rat to get out of the pack. Liebrick getting knocked into the middle by Hitless Salty Kitten Boots, and that'll be Weird Val. 4 more points for Jim Rat. Very timely and distracting offense there being played by Weird Val. It'll be Whoopsie Daisy going to the box on a penalty. It'll be a track cut. Angry Inch penalty box, not being vacant for long. Oh, that's going to be the easiest pass of Jack's entire life. All I could see from this perspective, if you were standing on the apex, you would just see green shirts. And that means an easy pass. There's another penalty for Minnesota, kind of racking up. We have eclipsed the century mark there for NSRD. That'll be 120, and then it'll be 123. Largest jam of the day. As Val goes to the box. Biggest jam getting bigger. There's still 25 seconds left. Whoopsie Daisy now has the star after serving her time at the Indeed Brewing penalty box. No, it's the Angry Inch penalty box. My mistake. 32 points. She's got 6 seconds to put more on the board. And there it is. That is a 36-point jam. That is incredible, friends. That is quite the feat. I don't remember the last time I saw a 36-point jam. Perhaps I've never seen one. Timeout being called. Timeout being taken by Gertrude Stein. I'm sure her skaters appreciate it. So NSRD started that last jam 1 point shy of 100. Now they're sitting at 135 after 2 short minutes. There's got to be a statistician amongst the 10 of you watching right now that can like start Googling like post jammer points. So a grand slam is when you score all 4 points. It used to be 5 points. But they removed the jammer point is what is that is how that is referred to. That 5th point that no longer exists. So in this no jammer point era, how many 36-point jams have occurred? I guess this isn't an officially sanctioned bout or whatever, but still, that is not easy. Oh boy. Okay. We are going to start jam number 11. Once again, you see that split offense-defense strategy there for Minnesota seems to be paying off pretty well. You get a couple of skaters that have a really good rapport and like they gel really well. It's nice to see them doing their thing, keeping jammers from doing their thing. I promise to stop saying thing. Little Rascal is in the front battling against Kilroy and Lumberjill. It's a very stretched out pack there for North Star. It means it's only a matter of time before out of play is called and lead jammer is awarded. To Little Rascal. Star pass has occurred and Kilroy will be your new jammer for NSRD. Sadie trying to provide some defense. Little Rascal able to squeak by on the inside, picked up a couple of points before acknowledging that, yes, in fact, the opposing jammer is approaching. So calling it off after picking up 3 more. It was like a 3. Not too bad. We have a rare pivot line beginning here. Let's find out who blinks first. So the strategy here, I would imagine, would be that once the jammer engages... Okay, so now they're both teams are very busy. No offense being played, just good old-fashioned jammer on blocker action. Bama Slamma, they're communicating to Sass to, hey, guess who's here? I'm here, I'm your friend. Go around me, it's gonna be great. So even though Sweaty Malls is the lead jammer of note, trying to make her way to the back of the pack to pick up some points, perhaps. Bama Slamma trying desperately to not be a point. I believe that's at least one. Well, NSRD got a point. That's cool. Let's see what Minnesota got. 2 points. Sauerkraut, our jam ref. Katarina Hit providing some kind of instruction. We are starting on an Indeed Brewing Power Jam. That must have been a last-minute penalty there picked up before the jam was called, obviously. I didn't catch what it actually was. My apologies to you viewers. Katarina Hit trying to fight her way through. Draws a Delilah multiplayer block. Send him to the Angry Inch penalty box. Katarina Hit winding her way through the first apex. Getting him to the straightaway to perhaps draw them out so that the bridge occurs closer to the apex and around the straightaways, but we need some offense, and Kilroy is going to provide it on the outside, allowing Katarina Hit just enough room to scoot on by. Sweaty Malls has the star in hand, and you'll recognize Sweaty Malls from the last jam as she was the jammer of notes and wound up going to the penalty box at the very last second there. So she's looking to get that star out of her hand pronto. Bit of a pile up there in the middle. Katarina Hit is struggling against, oh wow, I say struggling, she's able to keep that toe, and Mandalorian thought she had knocked her to the outside. She's able to stay on by the tip of her toes. Aerial assault has been sprung from the Angry Inch penalty box. Little spin to win. Katarina Hit picks up 4 more points. Star Pass has been completed by Minnesota. So now it's somebody else's job. That'll be Daft Spunk. And that'll be the end of the jam. We got 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second period. There'll be 2 more points for North Star, bringing them up to an easy math 150. And 92 points for the Kaleidoscopes. Lexi Cuter going to try to get them across that century mark, as Katarina Hit is going to spend the first bits of this jam. Then Angry Inch penalty box for a power jam, brought to you by Indeed Brewing. Lexi Cuter able to shake Kitten Boots, but Kitten Boots gets back around to the front to brace her teammates. Nice veteran use your brains moves there. Lexi Cuter kind of hoping for some offense there. Whoopsie Daisy's going to try to apply it on the outside. Very nearly works. Girl Has No Name is going to stay right there. Try to provide some offense with Katarina Hit exiting the penalty box. Able to just barely stay in bounds and stay in bounds again. We have a track cut penalty being called on Lexi Cuter, so that'll be a power jam, and an Indeed Brewing power jam for North Star. How the tables have turned. Ariel will be beckoned back to, or excuse me, a Girl Has No Name, will be beckoned back to join her crew at the back of the pack. Katarina Hit going to put the swerves on, make it through for 4 more points. Lexi Cuter still sitting in the Angry Inch penalty box. Katarina Hit approaching the pack at a stately pace. Does not appear to be in much of a rush. Makes her way to the outside, calls off the jam. Even though she started the penalty box, she started the jam in the Angry Inch penalty box, she's clawed her all her way back up to getting that Indeed power jam and get lead jammer status. Never give up on your dreams, friends. Always believe in yourself. If you woke up today in the penalty box of life, perhaps one day, one point during this fine Sunday, you too can then become the lead jammer. I blacked out for a second. What did I say? Anyway, so we got a little rascal drawing a multiplayer block penalty right away. Just right away. And there goes a track cut penalty being called on Jim Rat. And more whistles. Everybody gets a whistle. It'll be Alabama Slammer number 205 headed to the penalty box as well. Little Rascal trying to make her way through and does indeed. That is a lead jammer and a quick little break. Little break. It's a lot of work. Getting lead jammer. Tell you what. Pack's just kind of meandering around. It's like one of those lazy rivers with the inner tubes, etc. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Oh yeah, St. Louis Park ROC has a giant pool with water slides and everything. Come check it out. Just off of Highway 100 and 36th Avenue. Here comes Little Rascal. Jim Rat is out of the box and out of the pack. That was a narrowly avoided low block call there from, looks like Delilah Diamond. May have perhaps fallen over a skate or two. Wow. Coming in hot to the end of that jam was Jim Rat. Some harm, no foul. Official review, white, I believe. Yep, here comes Gertrude Stein. I'm gonna park my phone and eat some tacos. It's fun.
So you just have to sit here and just commentate everything.
Hold on.
Are you able to see how many people are listening?
Only 15 right now, which is good. One of the drugs I didn't get at Roxy out of them. These I believe are like cauliflower, deep fried buffalo cauliflower. Yeah. Oh yeah. This would be great for hockey later.
Last night I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I'm excited to play. I've been playing it for a week.
Oh man. Hell yeah.
Like obviously the goal is to finish over 500. You know, we only have 2 games left. I'm like, yeah, we beat both teams before, so let's go.
Exactly. We're gonna do that.
What happened then? What are they doing? It's an official review or a timeout or something. Oh, okay. I think like we called it, I don't know what the call was. Because there was a struggle between two of the different teammates.
Whoa! A rolling whistle. That means the official review has been completed. Nothing happened. My educated guess is that that Minnesota was asking for a back block penalty against Jim Rat for the antics at the conclusion of the previous jam. Speaking of jammers, we got LeBrick House for Minnesota and Slim Sadie for North Star. Bit of a split up pack there. You got 419. That'll be consult my notes. Scam likely. Providing a bridge. Knocked out of bounds is Lee Brickhouse. And North Star reforms finally in the front. Slim Sadie, woo! Making it through the pack, but at what cost? All right, we're back to your regularly scheduled jammer on blocker action. A little bit of a juke there from Slim Sadie, able to break her out and picks up lead jammer status. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in this bout. 50 left on the jam timer. North Star's total is 158 and climbing. That's another 4 points for Slim Sadie. Luckily for LeBrick, we've got the pivot for Minnesota is now out of the box. A very stealthy star pass. Love seeing those for Minnesota. And here comes Slim Sadie getting 4 more points and calling it quits. Sorry for the angle shift. I'm trying to stay out of the sun. I'm basically a vampire. .166 for the North Star Supernovas to the 97 points of the Minnesota Kaleidoscopes. Katarina Hitt for the North Stars will be skating against Sweaty Malls of Minnesota. Some fun little tippy toes there being put on display by Sweaty Malls, able to get that lead jammer status pretty quickly. Tiptoeing through the Novas. Oh, there's aerial assault, attempting to provide some defense. And Sweaty Malls makes their way to the front of the pack once again. Bridge there being provided by Aria and aerial assault, while Lumberjill and Kilroy go to work, making Aria trying to provide some offense. Morgan LeVay being like, nah, I'm not doing that. We have a star pass being attempted. You can't pass a star to somebody out of bounds, unfortunately. Katarina Hitt doing a big ol' hit on Delilah Diamond. They're able to make it out of the pack. She'll hold on to that star for now. It appeared as though she called it off as she was like falling out of bounds, which is fine. That's allowed. We'll allow that. Hey, Riwa, you just missed some derby. You know, going around in circles, having a great time. All right, so both teams are going to start one blocker down. Kitty Skittles against Sasbury. Not exactly a rerun, just a variation on a theme. Looks like we have Jim Rats is playing blocker today. Well, when I say today, of course, I just mean this jam. Here comes Lumberjill out of the box. We have a pretty split up pack here. Ooh, that'll be Bizkill giving some blood on the track. Not actual blood on the track, but, you know, blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean. You get it. You're smart. There goes Sasbury with a very smooth move, keeping them on the inside while she goes to the outside. Kitty Skittles still trying to make her way through the pack. Star pass is completed to Delilah Diamond and will waste no time making it out of the pack. Here comes the penalty. It's going to be hand chop. I forget what the hand chop motion is. Probably illegal something or other. Any case, what that means is that Sasbury is in the angry inch penalty box, and Delilah Diamond just bought herself an Indeed power jam. Come back around on turn 3, bit of a pile up and another whistle. That'll be a track cut penalty on Delilah Diamond. We cannot have 2 jammers in the box at the same time, so that means Sasbury will be released. to go about her day as no longer lead jammer. That don't matter, points is points. 4 more points for Sasbury. We've got 15 seconds left on the clock. 1 minute left in the second half. I hear people communicating. I see things happening, and that'll be the end of the jam, the natural conclusion, as nobody was eligible to call off the jam. This will most likely be the final jam of this bout. The kaleidoscopes have eclipsed that century mark, just sitting at 107 to 172 for North Star. Jammers bringing it on home will be a Lil Rascal for Minnesota and Slim Sadie for North Star Roller Derby. Hit list doing a little bit of Agent of Chaos work there for North Star, trying to break up that that formation that Minnesota had going for them. Slim Sadie, in the meanwhile, fighting against that triangle. Triangle, as we all know, the strongest of all shapes, to the fewest of sides. I'm sure a sphere is pretty strong too, but we're dealing with basically 2 dimensions here, folks. Oh, do we have lead jammer? We have lead jammer. There it is. Little Rascal is going to pick up the final lead jammer for this bout, as the period clock has expired, but the jam clock is still ticking away. And Little Rascal is chipping away slightly at the lead for North Star. Slim Sadie did a little bit of a fake out there for the taking that star hat off. She'll need to put it back on though if she wants any points. There it goes. Little Rascal not in a hurry. 43 seconds remain in the bout. Bunch of shoving, a lot of shoving going on, a lot of pile-ups and chaos. The scrum of it all, if you will. Sadie able to successfully pass on the outside, picking up 4 more points. Little Rascal keeps getting recycled. They are green after all. 15 seconds left. Rascal to pick up some points and pick up some points. She does. That'll be the first 4 points for her for this jam. And she'll call it off. She's had enough. Yeah! That'll do it for our very first Pride bout here at the St. Louis Park ROC. Your official final score is 178 North Star to 111 for the Minnesota Kaleidoscopes. NSRD taking their victory lap. Maybe we'll get some, yeah, Gnarly's encouraging the high fives. Go get those high fives. You earned them. They all earned them. The other team's going to go out there for some in just a bit. They have to wait, though. It's only polite. So we will be right back with our second bonus bout of the day in just a little bit. I'm going to probably go plug in my phone. That might be a responsible thing to do. Here come the Kaleidoscopes, getting their consolation high fives from everybody. Very appreciative of their participation here. Skating along with us at NSRD. Yeah, this has been Owen Money. I will be back for the second bout. Stay tuned.